Good day, my name is Dila Yimibo, and you are welcome to another edition of Sharing Trade Information on Global Trade Tutor. In today's video, I'll be talking about another very interesting topic, and is the export hack for dry vegetable. Export hack for dry vegetable. Dry vegetable are simply fresh vegetables subject to dehydration method like sun drying, oven drying, freeze drying, and this process remove moisture and transform them into lightweight concentrated nugget of goodness. And there are different types of dry vegetables. Now, but my focus here will not be the other kind of vegetable. I'm looking at the leafy vegetables, and I'm looking at things like spinach. I'm looking at the vegetables. I'm not talking about vegetables like tomato, onion, pepper, mushroom, herbs. I'm talking about the leafy green vegetables. Leafy green vegetables. That's the focus here. Leafy green vegetables that is often used for making soup. The drying process involves sun drying through natural sunlight or air circulation or dehydration using controlled temperature and airflow. It's important that in the course of doing this, the quality is maintained. The appearance should be free from defect. So if it's green, it's still green. If it's red, it's still red. Free from defect, free from discoloration, and free from foreign matter. Maximum moisture content limits are in place to ensure shelf life and microbial growth. Shelf life and microbial growth. Some people want to keep it less than 10, some a bit more than 10% moisture in it. Chemical specification, residual level of pesticide, herbicide, and other chemical. The level should be very low. Now, the implication of this is that means the product in question, should have been cultivated very, very, very well. Very, very, very well. And this is important because if it's not well cultivated, look at what will happen. If they put a lot of chemical in it, this is what will happen. What will happen is that you will not be able to remove it at this particular point in time when you now want to dry it. You won't be able to remove it at this particular point in time when you now want to dry it, because that thing has already been inside from beginning. And it's so important that there is a controlled, whoever is planting this vegetable, practice good agricultural practices so that whatever I'm drying eventually is good enough for consumption. Chemical specification, and of course, microbial specification. The count of microbia of certain bacteria and other microorganisms should be below the established threshold, particularly for food and safety, particularly in the country where you are shipping to. What is important here is to keep that moisture content very, very low. What is the benefit of dry vegetable generally? Extended shelf life, dense nutrient, convenience, requiring no pre-washing, intense flavor, lightweight and portable, so you can ship many, concentrated flavor, reduced weight and volume, enhanced nutritional value. This can be rehydrated again when you want to use it in food. It can be used to produce soup and stew, sauces, baked good, and of course in snack. Can we check out what is the demand like for vegetables in the world? Dry vegetable, 3.91 billion. Dry vegetable in the world, 3.91 billion. Who are the major buyers? Asians, followed by Europeans, folled by Americans, followed by South American. So who are the major buyer? Hong Kong, yes. 9.94%, about 10% of dry vegetable in the world go to Hong Kong. followed by Japan. Sorry, followed by United States, 8.36, followed by Germany, followed by Japan, followed by Vietnam. Vietnam is 5.16%. US is 8.36%. Canada is 3.06% of the $3.91 billion market. So if you are looking at the market to go, Hong Kong, US, Japan, Germany, Italy, Thailand, Israel, Vietnam, France, Canada, these are the major countries with a good demand for dry vegetable products. As a matter of fact, as of 2022, you see Japan, United States, Germany, Israel, Canada, Thailand, Netherlands have been the major destination of dry, leafy green vegetable. Packaged vegetable for export is a critical step to ensure the product reach their destination in optimum condition. That's why some people prefer to export dry vegetable. And it begins with quality selection, selecting the high quality vegetable before drying and then packaging. Choose packaging material with excellent barrier to prevent moisture, air, and sunlight. Use transparent packaging to allow consumers to see what they are buying. Flexible pouches suitable for smaller quantity of dry vegetable. Packaging size depending on what the buyer wants. Sealing and airtight to prevent moisture and air from entry. It needs to be well labeled depending on the countries of destinations regulation on labeling. Pushing and support because it is dried. It's important to ensure nothing is compressing it to destroy it, and the moisture needs to be kept. So sometimes people use desiccant and moisture absorbing packets in transit. The number of dry vegetable and total tonnage in a container vary depending on the vegetable type and density, the packaging method, the stacking efficiency. As a general rule, a 20-ton container or 20-foot container might hold about 5 to 10 tons of leafy vegetable. About 5 to 10 tons of leafy vegetable. Now, in terms of documentation, you will need commercial invoice again, as usual, packing list again, bill of lading again, phytosanitary, because you have not processed. You have not processed phytosanitary certificate, because they deal with raw, and of course, in some cases, certificate of origin, in some cases, certificate of analysis, before the good can be allowed to be cleared. Now, before I close, let me talk about pitfalls. In exporting this product, what are the common pitfalls to avoid? Number one, moisture content. Dried vegetable may absorb moisture during storage. Implement a thorough drying process to achieve the desired moisture content and use a moisture-proof packaging. Number two, color retention. Exposure to light, air, or improper drying method can result in color changes in dry vegetable. Use proper drying techniques to retain the original color. Employ light-resistant packaging to protect against the color or the color degradation. Texture. Inadequate drying or improper storage condition can lead to changes in texture, making the dry vegetable too brittle or excessively tough. Control drying temperature and times to achieve desired texture. Implement proper storage condition. Infestation. Dry vegetable are susceptible to insect infestation. Implement pest control. Use pest-proof packaging materials to prevent infestation. And of course, contamination of foreign materials. Strict quality control measures during processing and packaging using sieve or screen to remove foreign matter then become very, very important. If you want to learn more about exporting dry vegetable, you can get the Export Hack. Export Hack is a 1 hour plus video that detailed all we are talking about in just about 10 minutes. We'll be spending about 1 hour explaining in detail to help you have a good understanding of what you need to put in place to be able to export fresh vegetable. If you have liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have a friend that needs to hear about it, share with your friends. If you are not yet in our community, click on the subscribe button. And if you have questions or you want to know how to get the full video, go to the comment section and reach out to us. My name is Delaimi, but I'm your expert doctor, and I'm signing out.